Past 8.
The Radio Wemo Breakfast.
Chris Fortune joining us now from Taste Farmers Markets Awards. Good morning to you, Chris.
Good morning, Glenn. We have absolutely beautiful sunshine here in Marlborough.
Oh, lucky you. Didn't you have crazy wind? I mean, you know, the region did.
We don't talk about the tornadoes that ripped off the roofs of houses in Picton, or the trees that fell on our camper vans in Pelorus. It's beautiful. I hear the weather forecast right around New Zealand is going to be fantastic. It's a great time to get out and visit your local farmers markets this weekend. And
it's really nice getting up on these crisp, fine mornings as well and wandering around the farmers market. And it's really nice. The air's really, pure. It's been cleansed and everything, and you've got all this fresh produce and people buzzing around, hot coffee and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's a cool time of year because, as you and I both know, this is the best time to get produce. Everything tastes really good. All your senses are alive. You can smell things, and a bit of a fresh clean out. So get out there and visit your farmers markets this weekend. It's the last weekend you can go online and vote if you want to be in the draw to win a trip to Singapore. And all you got to do is vote for your favourite farmers market.
Now, we've been covering the various farmers markets around the country. Is there anyone that we haven't mentioned, do you think? That you can think of?
That we haven't mentioned. Did we mention the Gore Farmers Market? They're coming up of the Oamaru Farmers Market, the Christchurch Farmers Market, the Nelson Farmers Market, the Blenheim Farmers Market, the Masterton Farmers Market. They're all over the country. There's too many to mention.
I don't think we talked about Wellington, actually.
Well, funny you should say that, Glenn, because Wellington Central doesn't actually have a big pool of farmers markets.
They used to have one down by outside Te Papa, or near Te Papa.
Yeah, no, that's a market, and it's a great market. It's the Harbourside Market, and it's a fantastic market, but it's not a farmers market. The whole deal with farmers markets, when you go there, is that the guy standing behind the stall is the real deal.
Right.
He's the man that's got his hands in the dirt. He's the one that's doing the hard work, and so farmers market's all about food producers selling their own goods.
What's the problem in Wellington? Why don't they sort it out?
Hey, Wellington's a great place, and they have some great markets, but they really do need in Central. Now, if you pop out of Wellington and go up to Masterton or Fielding, you'll find fabulous farmers markets. And the more, I guess what we're saying is regional areas have farmers markets first, because that's where all the producers come from.
Yeah.
And then what happens is the cities start getting them. So, for example, in Auckland you have Britomart Farmers Market, but that's all that's all the farmers from out of town coming into the city. And that's one of the really, that's what makes farmers markets, those little economic food hubs. They are fantastic for the regions.
No, I don't want to create too much controversy here, but we have covered the fact that there was a supermarket chain that was calling itself a farmers market or something in their advertising. But I saw a wine brand the other day that was calling itself farmers market. It seems like there's a lot of brands out there trying to attach themselves to this stuff.
Yeah, and you could take that as a compliment. Overseas in England, there's also the biggest selling soup in England is also the farmers market soup.
Right.
But it's got absolutely nothing to do with farmers markets. It's made by a big multinational company.
Yeah.
And so that's just big business sort of trying to grab market share. We're really proud of all of our producers. We don't have multi-million-dollar budgets. We have what we call honest-to-goodness, down-to-earth, fresh from the farm gate to dinner plate. Get along to your farmers market, talk to the real food producers, and you'll get exactly what you've been asking for.
Hey, so Chris, when will we know the results?
The results, voting closes this weekend, Glenn, so make sure you jump online, tastefarmersmarket.org.nz, and the trip for two to Singapore is up for grabs. The voting results for the best farmers market in New Zealand, they'll be published we're going to have to wait for it, July edition of Taste magazine.
Oh, okay.
Because what we're doing next month is we'll have Al Brown, we'll have Brett McGregor, MasterChef 2010, we'll have a whole host of judges, Julie Boso in Christchurch, judging individual categories, and then by the time that we've had a couple of glasses of wine, talked, yacked, and eaten lots of great New Zealand food, we'll be announcing those winners.
Okay, nice. All right, look forward to that. So go and vote, tastefarmersmarkets.org.nz. You could be winning yourself a trip to Singapore as well. Thanks very much, Chris. We'll talk again soon.
Time to get those gloves out, get the gloves and mittens on, but it's the best time of the year. Fresh air, get down to your local farmers market. Thanks for your support, Glenn.
No worries. Thanks, Chris. Cheers. Here's one from